Hi everybody, my name is Carissa Barker and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's video we are going to be talking about the time that my little brother set our house on fire. Now I wish that this was clickbait, but it's not. It really happened. It was about 5 years ago, so I would have been in 9th grade, and at the time my little brother was 6 and I had another brother who was 3, and at the time that this happened it was only my mom and those 2 younger brothers that were at home. It was a Saturday morning and my mom had sent the 6-year-old up to his room to get dressed, and so he'd gone up there, he'd taken off his pajamas, and then he got distracted as he usually does, and he ended up deciding to play with a lighter that he had previously taken and hidden in his room. He was sitting up against his wall underneath his window, and as he was playing with the lighter it ended up catching his curtains on fire, and once they caught on fire it caught the stuffed animals that were on top of his dresser next to it on fire as well, and so on and so forth. So naturally he runs out of the room screaming, and he runs all the way down the stairs and out the door in his underwear. And it was February at the time in Utah, so it was very cold. My mom obviously was very concerned. She followed after him and all he was screaming was just fire, fire. So she ran back inside, grabbed my other brother, and then got the 2 boys in the car, pulled the car across the street because she didn't want them to just be standing outside in the cold, and ended up calling the fire department, obviously. Luckily, the fire was contained to just the one room, and everybody ended up being safe, which I'm so happy about. But the smoke damage did affect a lot of the house, including my room, which was right next to my brother's. So if you don't know anything really about smoke damage, it's pretty detrimental. If you have like a pillow or something that the smoke gets into, it's basically just garbage at that point. If you tried to continue using that pillow, you'd end up inhaling the smoke and it could kill you. So we had this fire cleanup crew that came to our house to help get it back into living condition, and they threw so much stuff away. So many like stuffed animals, pillows, blankets, anything that was in like a plastic bottle, so perfumes, lotions, all of that kind of stuff, just garbage, just thrown away. There was absolutely nothing that any of us could do about it, and it was like really scary and annoying, and it was just like all this stuff that was mine was just gone. It was really like not good. And then with the rest of the stuff they ended up putting it in boxes and sending it off to be cleaned, and we got to pick a few things that they would like emergency dry clean so that we would still have a few like items of clothing to wear, but my mom was the only one there, so she had to pick them for me and didn't necessarily pick the things that I would have picked per se, but you know, it's fine. And then we ended up having, it took them like 3 weeks to clean the rest of the stuff. So in the meantime, in those 3 weeks, I think it was actually more like 3.5 weeks, I don't know to be exact, it was 5 years ago, but we were living at a hotel and it was like a suite, so we had like a kitchen and things like that. My parents and my little brothers were in one whole suite. There was 2 rooms in it, a little family room and a kitchen, and then me and my sister were in the room next to them, which just had like the bedroom and the kitchen kind of like mixed together. But it was really cool because me and my sister, like I was in 9th grade at the time, my sister was like 18 months older than me, so we felt so cool. We felt like we were living on our own, like we were adults, so that was kind of fun. But overall it sucked because I didn't have any of my stuff at all. I had maybe like 2 outfits and that was it, and it was just really stressful because, you know, like 9th grade is not necessarily the funnest time to begin with, and then to go through all of this drama and stuff, and so definitely a challenging time. But I would say that I did learn so much from it about family and the importance of people compared to things, and how material objects aren't what's most important in this world. And so, you know, good life lessons, you know, always fun to have those be thrust upon you, but I'm grateful for the experience, I guess. I do want to talk about kind of living in a hotel, what that was like a little bit more. So it was February, like I said, and this specific hotel only had an outdoor pool that was closed, which was so sad because I love swimming and anything that has to do with water, and so I didn't get to go swimming, and I was really mad about that. And then they also, like, I was really excited to going into it thinking, oh my gosh, every morning I'm gonna have like this nice continental breakfast. I love hotel breakfasts too. Like, hotel waffles are the bomb. And so I was so excited. I was like, I'm not even gonna have to wake up any earlier to make my breakfast because it'll be like already all made. It'll be perfect. But no, they didn't have that. It was like a to-go breakfast, and so all they had was just like packaged muffins and some fruit, and that was like it. So I was a little upset about that, but you know, it is what it is. And we didn't have to pay for the hotel, like our insurance paid for it, so that was nice, and I guess I need to just be grateful, which I am. And then also we ended up getting like all new carpets and hardwood floors in our kitchen and like a bunch of new stuff because, you know, the fire had damaged it, but the insurance paid for all this new stuff, which was kind of nice. But overall, like, it just, I don't know. It was definitely a huge inconvenience, for sure. Don't recommend. Don't have your little brother set your house on fire. It's not a good, fun thing. We tried to make the most of it, obviously, but just, yeah, like, don't try to make it happen, for sure. You know, like, no. My brother actually ended up having to take like these fire safety courses at the fire station because he was only 6 at the time. You know, it's not like he was gonna go to juvie or really have to like be punished necessarily, but they were very concerned that he would continue this behavior. So he took the fire safety classes, and then they also told us to kind of like keep him away from all types of fire for like the next 2 or 3 years. So we couldn't have any like candles on birthday cakes or campfires, fire pits, like that kind of stuff, because they just wanted to get it away from him so that he would kind of hopefully lose the appeal for it. I don't really know. But yeah, so there's my story. I really hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, you know what to do, and please subscribe. It doesn't hurt you at all, but it helps me a lot. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!